Welcome back to PCTV. I'm Keaton.
I'm Joshua.
And welcome back. Today in the main lobby, Justice is going to be in the main lobby, giving out caps and gowns for the graduation.
And as well, there will be coming upcoming tests, so please check the main lobby and as well the Husky House for more information about that.
As well as AP, so the last day of AP Bio is coming. To sign up for AP Bio is coming up. So go ask Mrs. Bambury if you could apply for that if you want to. And that's all for school news. Welcome back, Huskies. Coming from school news, we have our
weather segment of Skylar. On to you, Skylar.
Thank you, anchors. This week, it's going to be very nice out. We have an average high of 60 degrees and an average low of 40. After Sunday's snow, I would not expect any this week, but there's always the slightest chance. On to the ski report. As you saw from... Thank you. As you saw from the weather report, it's going to be very warm this week. Although up in the mountains, I would not say the same. Breckenridge is they're getting 2 inches of new snow this week, and they're 48% open. They have some events going on for anywhere from a Independence Day celebration to a beers festival January 5th to January 7th next year. The only remaining parks open in the entire state of Colorado is Winter Park. They're expected to close May 14th. Arapahoe Basin sometime in June. It is still to be decided. And Breckenridge on Memorial Day. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Thank you, Skylar, with the weather update. Now, coming from that,
we have our state and national forest and parks story. On to that.
Welcome to the National and State Forest Park story. We are here to explain a few things about state parks and national parks, places to go of our state parks and national forests, and what to do there. Enjoy.
You may think there's nothing to do around here, but you'd be surprised how close we are to some incredible views and trails. Colorado's land is actually 2% national park. That's quite a lot for the state. Here are some amazing parks, state and national, to visit during the summer.
These days, many state parks and national parks are getting so full they can't handle all these people. So they have to make reservations and plan it out for the future. One example is Hanging Lakes, which is starting to do this in Colorado, which is a very popular reservation which I recommend going to. But right now it's temporarily closed because of mudslides and stuff like that.
Rocky Mountain National Park is one of the most famous parks in Colorado. It dates back all the way to January 26 of 1915, and it's one of the most visited parks in the entire country. It is a beautiful 461 acres of amazing grounds for people to explore. Aside from scenic drives and hikes, you can also camp, fish, wildlife watch, horseback ride, picnic, and there's even some ranger-led programs. This park is a must-have to visit for anyone who loves the outdoors.
In the state of Colorado, COVID cases have affected many of us, and it has affected even state parks visits. In 2020, 237 million people have went to a state park that year, which was tremendously lower compared to other years like 2019 with 327 million people. But in the recent years of 2021, 297 million people went, which is an increase compared to the last year of that. Staunton State Park. This park is one of the closest to Bailey, which is 8.3 miles away from Bailey. It sits on 3,908 acres of forests and valleys. It is a dog-friendly park with activities such as camping, biking, horseback riding, and rock climbing. So if you ever need a quick escape into the outdoors, this is a great place to do so. State Forest State Park. This state park spans over 70,000 acres of hiking trails and camping. This park is also the biggest state park in Colorado. There are 95 miles of hiking trails to explore and over 60 camping sites. It is around 180 miles away, a 4-hour drive from Bailey, which is nothing crazy. And this state park is located by Red Feather Lakes in Jackson and Larimer, Colorado.
Mesa Verde is located near Cortez, about 325 miles away. It dates back to June 29th, 1906, making it one of the oldest national parks. It is home to 700-year-old cliff dwellings. It is a large 485 acres of historic ancestral Puebloan land. And Mesa Verde isn't just old and dusty ruins. There's petroglyphs, an on-site museum, there's wildlife watching, hiking, camping, stargazing, and a lot more. This is a great park to go if you love history and just hang out in the sun.
Honorable mentions for some national parks in Colorado. There's the Great Sand Dunes, which are sand dunes where you can bring off-road vehicles and just buggy around. And then there's the Black Canyon of the Gunnison, which is a very steep canyon that you can stargaze at, wildlife watch, hike. There's also scenic drives. That was our story. Now back to the anchors.
Wow, that's really interesting. I never knew Colorado had so many national forests and parks.
You know, I can't believe we live really close by one. You know, Staunton's a really beautiful place to go visit.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times, but not really that much.
Speaking of outside, our team will be going to Lone Rock next week. So please be tuned for that.
Hello everyone, I'm Enoch, your baseball reporter.
I'm Damon Johnson, your track newscaster.
And I'm Jeanette Bone with your rugby update.
And this is
PCSN.
Thanks, Jeanette. Now for your baseball updates, baseball has won their last 2 games. That's pretty incredible considering that they've been doing not as good as they are right now this whole season. They won their last 2 games 5-2 and 12-1. The next game is Wednesday, April 27th. Let's hope they can keep up the win streak.
Thank you, Enoch. Now time for your track update. A bunch of people got first in the meet from last Saturday. Hannah Search placed first in the high jump, Jacob Romero in the 100, Kate Heineman in the high jump, the girls 4x1 and 4x2, the 4x1 being Danny Clemenson, Cheyenne Kelly, Eiley Hardy, and Hannah Search. The 4x2 was Danny Clemenson, Cheyenne Kelly, Hannah Search, and Sam Wagner. Our next track meet will be at Jeffco, Saturday the 30th. Thank you, and now on to Jeanette with your rugby.
Thanks, Damon. Last week, your Pack Rugby played Legend High School and lost with a score of 7-22. Wyatt Norwald scored the only try and Ian Warmer scored the only conversion. They played Aurora last Saturday and won, but unfortunately did not make the playoffs. Their last match is against Weld at UNC in Greeley, and that's all.
Wow, baseball has been doing really good this season.
So has rugby. Our rugby team and our track team have been doing really good this year, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Now, onto our Lone Rock story.
There are many rumors circulating about the mysterious new construction project happening in Bailey. But what's really going on, and what should we know? The project, known as the Retreat at Lone Rock, was created by the founder of Netflix, Reed Hastings. Best known for his hit company Netflix, which is a movie streaming platform, Reed's newest project is something to give back. 2,100 acres large, the property purchased was used to create something rather new, a retreat for teachers. Any teachers are welcome, but at Black Canyon High School in Bailey, Colorado, teachers are abuzz about the opportunity. The retreat is said to have 19 buildings. In a recent interview, when asked about his recent purchase, Hastings said that, "I had a bunch of money and I didn't really want to buy yachts." Well, I mean, spending $20 million on our nation's educators is certainly more useful than buying a boat. Now, here's some insider information. The Lone Rock Retreat will host groups of 30 teachers for 4 days at a time, and teachers are welcome from both charter and public schools, and will participate in team-building exercises such as hiking and sports. After a long day, the guests will be invited to spend a nice relaxation session in the retreat's on-location spa. But what does it really look like, and what's going on there? make sure you catch next week's episode as we hopefully travel to Lone Rock to interview the general manager and get some never seen before footage.
Wow, that was really interesting, right?
Seriously, you know, I think everything that's happening at Saturday School is really cool.
And yeah, for sure. Now, coming from that, we have our moment is zen. So really just chill back, relax.
And we'll see you next
Have fun.
week.